Okay, I'm not sure who it was. I thought this, I don't know. Looked like they had a mosquito net over their whole head, like one of them hats. I don't know. I was just going to see if they knew anything about why the rope swing is down. But anyway, we're right back out in here. I went ahead and I searched this area really well today. Just found the gator bones that I had found actually probably a month ago. They're still laying in there. This is that swamp area. You know, if somebody wanted, this is where the crooked tent was. It almost looks like you could walk clear out in here. I mean, you're standing on about 1.5 feet thick of grass out there, but I just don't know what would be out there. I mean, obviously the water was up, you know, a month ago, or when he came to the park, and he would have never got out this far. But see where that green, the light green area, that would be where the main part of the swamp would have been. That's where the gators and stuff are. There's probably gators. If there's a little bit of water laying in there, still be gators. But I don't know, that's really disappointing with this whole tree, the foot swing thing. I was really looking forward to when my kids come down this winter to bring them up here and show them that. That was such a beautiful, cool thing. Gas gonna ruin it. So, well, I don't know, maybe some of the locals, if anybody sees this, maybe you know people that are on the park. I don't know, park association. Could hunt down and find out if the park took it down, or maybe somebody should go look in the laundry's garage. Maybe in the back of his truck. Whoever took it down took the whole thing down, because I was afraid because it'd be so easy just to cut it, you know, leave half of it hang there. That's what would have happened by now, but it's made it through this whole ordeal, and it was there last week. So, I don't know. I mean, to make it this long, I mean, what's that, the last thing that people come up here and know that's up here, so they had to come up here and cut it down or take it down, or I don't know, probably a sympathizer of theirs. I can't see them crawling up on that limb, because somebody had to get up actually on the limb and take that all down. Well, maybe that just is a sign for me. That's probably what certain people want anyway. People quit coming up here. But you know what? I searched that whole back area. I mean, if there's anything, I've said this before, there's nothing up here. There still could be a gun. You know, that's heavy enough. It could be buried in the grass. But I think it's time just to hang this whole thing up. Maybe let the Northport couple, if they want to keep running up here, see if they can keep an eye on things. But I don't know, someone stealing the rope swing, that just kind of takes the, I don't know. It's just sad, really. I mean, it's like everything that surrounds this situation ends up turning into shit. You know? And where have we heard that before? Yeah, that's unfortunate. So, well, now, I mean, I was starting to feel a little sorry for those people in some weird way. But now, you know what? Them protesters and all them people that are visiting them occasionally, I think I'll just smile a little bit now when I see that happen. I mean, I thought there for a while that maybe it was time to let some of that stuff go. But you know what? Until they find out what happened to our tree swing, foot swing up here, they can They can just suffer a little bit, I guess. That's ridiculous. Like I said, if somebody gets the chance, you see his truck, look in the bed of his truck. I mean, who else would take it? What would be the reason? It's been up here the entire time. I don't understand that. That doesn't even make sense at this point. It's like it's the last thing up here that's even, anything to do with this. The last thing left, and now it's gone. So, I don't know. So, well, I'm already a week behind on getting all my Christmas lights put up because of this. So I think maybe it's time to go home and drag out all my Christmas lights and start putting them up. I don't know. Down. Maybe they want to put it on eBay and use it for bail money when they get arrested. I don't know. It's a little ridiculous. Yeah, I'm not even sure. I'm kind of lost for words right now. That just kind of ruined the whole thing. And I'm sure that was the plan. Guess we should have put some game cameras. Well, actually, I was told that there was game cameras up here. That a couple of locals or YouTube people put some game cameras in that area. So whoever took that rope, you're probably on somebody's trail cam. Because I remember that now. I remember somebody told me that about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. So hopefully that's the case. Oh, shoot. But one thing's for certain, it's definitely, the mosquitoes wasn't too bad today. I mean, they are bad, but I addressed appropriately this time. So, other than buzzing around my ears and stuff like that, I'm not even sure I got bit today. Boy, last week I got bit because I had a short sleeve shirt. Man, from my elbows all the way down to my hands, just covered with mosquito bites. So, well, I was going to walk back. I was going to take the Live Long Return trail because I found over there where I walked clear out around that swamp. Like I said, I've been up here probably going on 3 hours now. I was going to take a shot for, but after the whole tree swing thing, now I'm just like, I'm done. That's just ignorant is what that is. Whoever did that are total jackasses. Hopefully somebody knows who did it, word gets out, put them on, expose them. I don't care if it's a local, I don't care who it is. Now if the park did it for some stupid reason, I don't know what that would be, but maybe they're afraid of liability, something, I don't know. It's been there for years, so I don't know why they'd worry about it now. But, see, each week there's a new story. Anybody notice that with this? It's almost like it's almost intentional. Is anybody else thinking that? I mean, what's left? Last week, or this week, we had a yard, supposedly going to sell his house. Wondering if these people aren't behind all this nonsense. It's almost like somebody wants to keep this story just going. And one last way to keep the story going is somebody steals the foot swing. Piece of crap they are. And if they're the ones that did it, then same thing. Like I said, Protesters, have at it. I've changed my opinion on this now. Because somebody did that on their behalf. Whether it was them or one of their sympathizers, they just can't stop. You know, these people just can't stop. Whether they're doing it through their attorney, their fans, their sympathizers, or they themselves, they just don't stop. So, I guess you fight fire with fire. So, that's not my gig. I don't do things like that. But you know what? I think at this point, I'm kind of okay with it. Until they come out, they give Gabby's family the answers they want. Give the public the answers that the people want. They can suffer. They can suffer. I'll just sit back and I'll watch it from TV and the internet, I guess. Because this show for me is over. I'm going to get me a mountain bike. I'm going to come down here and start riding the trails. That I will do. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I say that every time I come down here. Well, I know I said I shouldn't say never, but this is, unless something just horrendously breaking happens, this is probably, next time I'm down here, hopefully I'm on a mountain bike, and I'm going to bike up that trail. But anyway, here we are at the live along. Let's take a look at that. So, yeah, hopefully the next time I come down, I'm on my bike. And I'm down here, and I get to ride the trails. But yeah, guys, as far as anything still being up here and determining anything, I think I'm actually right now, I feel like I'm getting more information by sifting through the old aerial footage of when, like, all during the search for Brian and then during the recovery, you know, when they did find the remains. It's interesting. You know, we've all been speculating about a lot of things. Like, and you almost can answer some of the questions by the way that footage. It's interesting to see, like, what they were doing that on the 20th and the 21st. Like, where things are parked, where they're not parked, where the activity is. When you start looking at all that stuff, it does provide a little bit more insight to what was going on up there. Like I said, there's very little activity in that back field, and for that to be the area that, you know, originally people were thinking the remains were found, there's just no activity back there. See, oh, this is something I wanted to talk about. See how, look how shallow, or see that? That's all ground out there. I mean, it's muddy. I mean, if you'd walk out there, it'd probably be smeary mud. But for some reason, I thought that was a lot deeper. Like, you know, because up until now, this was all water in here. You can actually see the ground. So that was very surprising to me. How shallow that area actually is in there. I didn't realize that until, I think it was last week I actually noticed that, but I didn't get footage because I think my battery was dead. But yeah, you can see almost all the water is gone out of here. I mean, they're still like right here, but like out there where the gators and stuff were, that water's just all gone. It's kind of weird. That means the gators should be closer here now, because they're running out of water. So, I would think there'd be some gators. Because now they'll be crawling to wherever there's just enough water for them to lay in. And they won't be they won't be so spread out. Don't see any in there though. Yeah, look at that. It's almost like you could just walk across there. I mean, I wouldn't want to, but you probably could if you wanted to. Out in there. It's pretty amazing. Well, we're almost to the end of our trail. Yep, all I can say is somebody needs to find our tree swing. That needs to be put back up. I would think, I mean, if the park didn't take it down, wouldn't that be, couldn't you get in trouble for that? I mean, that's part of the park. That's kind of like a known thing down here. You would think that somebody could be in trouble for that. I would think. Like I said, hopefully the trail cam rumor is true. It seemed pretty true. Hopefully that's true. And they know just who took that swing down. That would be really interesting to know. But it definitely had to be some probably younger, unless you'd have brought, but gosh, I can't. I mean, who would carry a ladder? That'd have to be a pretty tall ladder. A half a mile up into there. So I'm thinking it must have been somebody young. They crawled up in the tree, slid up across the branch, which would be very easy to do. I mean, if I totally had to do it at my age, I could probably go up there and do it. But somebody probably slid out on there and then just simply cut it at the top, because like I said, it's not even like part of it still tied around the tree. I mean, it's just all gone. That's a little weird. Okay, folks, well, I guess for me, this will probably be it. Unless something else happens that would warrant coming back down here and looking into it. I just don't feel there's anything more to see other than come down and enjoy the park. That's a definite thing to do, but as far as coming down in here over this nonsense, I'm probably done with it. That being said, somebody find out who took that swing. Get the word out. Somebody down here, this is a small town, somebody knows. But with that being said, we're going to look at our sign. And there we go. See y'all later.